CalFire is asking people to be on guard amid these hot temperatures. Here we are the first day of summer. CalFire is ready to deploy from McClellan Airport here at the moment's notice if a wildfire starts. But CalFire points out it's been a relatively slow start to the season and they expect it to pick up soon. At the latest count, the number of acres burned at this point in the year is the lowest it's been in 5 years, and California has seen 500 fewer fires at this point compared to the same time last year. Why is it a little bit less now than in previous years?
We really haven't had the record heat and hot temperatures and low humidities at this time where we've seen in years past. So our fire activity has been a little bit slower than normal, but the reality is we're seeing some hotter temperatures on the horizon and some drier temperatures and potentially some monsoonal moisture coming in, which has the potential for dry lightning, and we could be very active within the next few days.
CalFire Battalion Chief John Heggie points out the damage lightning caused 2 years ago.
Back in 2020, we were hit with a series of dry lightning up and down the state, which was historic proportions. We had thousands of fires burning up and down the state. So really that is the worst case scenario.
4 of those made the list of California's all-time 20 largest wildfires. Nearly half of these were caused by lightning, including 2 from just last year.
We are in a different era of fire.
He says that means people living in areas once thought to be safe from wildfires should come up with an evacuation plan just in case.
What we're looking at this year is the effects of the lack of rain that we did not receive over the wintertime. So with that void of moisture, the potential for fires as we get into these hotter months is just going to increase. So fire prevention and fire awareness is really key as we get into the summer months. And while I'm here at Sacramento McClellan Airport, new this year, CalFire is going to begin using its new CalFire Hawk helicopters to do nighttime drops. Nighttime firefighting, as you may know, is very dangerous, very difficult. For an entire year, these pilots have been training on the S-70I helicopters, and then this year, finally, they'll be allowed to do that nighttime drops on fires when the conditions call for it. Alex.
All right, Becca, thank you so much. Make sure you take care of yourself and drink water out there. All right, let's turn things over to Carly. I saw you at the pool earlier today. You were enjoying this Tuesday way more than the rest of us.
Just while I could. That moment I could get into that pool, and guess what? We were seeing those temperatures around 85, 90, close to around 11 a.m. So I was ready to jump right in. But let's take a look. We're looking at a heat advisory right now in effect from Redding all the way down just past Modesto, but also along the coastline areas where they tend not to get that much heat. They're usually dealing with cooler temperatures, but they're under that heat advisory as well for excessive heat in their area. Temperatures have been anywhere from 99 to about 108 degrees. So hot. We even saw San Francisco today at 98. Right now they're at 92. 103 right now in Sacramento, 104 in Stockton, 99 Modesto, mid to low 90s even in the foothills, and we're in those mid to upper 70s for areas of the High Sierra. Now, taking a look at what we can expect as we continue on, we're still going to look at a lot of heat even to your evening hours. We've seen as much as a 9 to 11 degree temperature increase from just yesterday at about 5 o'clock. So we've really jumped up in numbers there, and the winds, well, they're not very windy. They're not breezy. We're not getting much relief in terms of nice winds and that nice delta breeze that we tend to get in the evening hours. We're right around 5 to 10 mile per hour winds in the valley. Check this out. This is the lowest I have seen humidity this entire year, 7%. In Sacramento. That is so dry. Anything that sparks could start catching a lot of things around it on fire quickly. It is very dry tinder, but luckily we just don't have the strong winds in place to spread it quickly. So that is the good news in terms of humidity. Now we'll also be dealing with some of that heat that'll continue into tomorrow. Of course, we'll talk more about this heat and the effects it's having on us in our area for the prolonged period of time as much as a week.